Dan and Amy, that sound means it's time for our friends, Stephen Moore, Chief Economist of the Heritage Foundation. Steve, thanks for being with us.
Hi, guys. Sorry to be a little late this morning. The jobs report just came out, so I had to peruse that so I could be right on top of things for you guys. You got 250,000 jobs. I think that's a pretty good number. Wages bumped up a little bit. We got an increase in manufacturing and construction jobs, those jobs that Obama said would never come back. So I think that Trump bounce is turning into a little bit of a Trump moon bounce.
What's your take on the Obamacare replacement legislation?
I knew you were going to ask me about that.
Heritage Action has, panned it out of the gate, as have other conservative organizations. Where are you on it?
Look, I think that this has to get done. This was one of the central promises that Republicans and Donald Trump made to the American people. They've been making it for 7 years. So it's going to get done because it has to get done. Now, do I love everything in the Paul Ryan bill? No. There's many things I think need to get fixed. But I'm here to tell you this morning, I think they are going to get fixed. I think that the media's overblown a little bit of the kind of conservative revolt. There's a little bit of bluster right now. They're going to look. They went bowling yesterday.
Bowling makes everything better, especially if you use the bumper balls. Well, why is it that
exactly.
bumper ball bowling?
You, Amy. I only bowl if they have the bumpers.
Mm-hmm. All right.
But look, I think this is going to get done, and I think the one thing that they've got to do, though, that I was really disturbed about is you've got to get rid of something called the Essential Benefit Package in Obamacare, which basically says that if the three of us buy insurance, we basically all have to buy the same insurance package. No, if everybody, you and I and Amy have different kinds of preferences about what we want to be covered for. People should be able to tailor their insurance to the kind of package that they want.
All right. Well, NBC and CNN are both reporting that under this new Trump Care, 15 million Americans are going to lose their health care coverage. Is that fake news? And is there any truth to that?
No, there's no truth to that whatsoever. First of all, the bill that's going to finally pass will basically keep, at least for 2, maybe even 3 years, people who got coverage under Obamacare, they're going to keep that coverage until the insurance markets adjust and we move into this new system. So this idea that there are going to be 10 million people that are going to lose their insurance, no. Now, it is true that one of the things, the way that Obama increased enrollment in health care was by putting, something like 20 million more people under Medicaid, which is one of the worst health care systems in the world. Medicaid, most really good healthcare providers don't even take Medicaid. A lot of hospitals, a lot of doctors, physicians, healthcare facilities don't take Medicaid. So we haven't done a great, service to people by sticking them into the worst healthcare system. We want to give people, under the Republican bill, essentially a voucher that allows them to go out and buy any kind of health plan that they want to with a if they're low income, they're going to get a subsidy, and then you can supplement that with some of your own dollars, and everybody should be able to buy healthcare. But you got to have competition, right? I mean, this is the economic lessons for the day. When you have more competition, guess what? Prices come down. We don't have a lot of competition in the healthcare market right now, and that's why prices are going up.
And as Holman Jenkins wrote in the Wall Street Journal today, I mean, being covered by Obamacare is the equivalent of being uninsured because of what you're talking about. So all this propaganda from the left about people are going to lose their health insurance, it's absurd.
You want to know an amazing thing, Dan? There have been some studies that show that the health outcomes, because the reason we have health care is because we want healthy people, right? But it turns out the health outcomes of people on Medicaid are virtually no different than people who don't have any insurance at all. So they are insured by name only. They're not getting quality health care because that's not the way Medicaid works.
But before we let you go, I want to get you on corporate tax reform. Were you throwing your shoes at your television when McConnell said it's not going to happen before August?
Yeah, I was, because what I want this signed into law by August 13, 2017. By the way, bonus points if you know what the significance of August 13 is.
The date that the income tax was instituted.
Good guess, but wrong. It's the day that Ronald Reagan in 1981 signed his historic tax. Wouldn't it be wonderful if Donald Trump? But that was a good guess, Dan. Good guess.
Thank you. I try. I figured.
No, we cannot. I mean, we cannot.
The
serious point is we cannot wait until later this summer. Now they're talking about maybe 2018 for the tax cut. Got to do it now. The economy needs that juice right now, and as soon as this thing gets passed, I think it'll. We got 250,000 or so jobs this month. We get that tax bill, we're going to see 300, 400, 500,000 job months.
I like hearing that. He is Steve Moore, Wall Street Journal columnist, chief economist at the Heritage Foundation. Steve, thanks as always for joining us. Appreciate it.
Okay, go Northwestern.
Well, there you go. They're making the tourney this year. Thanks.
Oh, my God.
See you, Steve.
Never thought that would happen. And he joined us on our turnkey.pro answer line.